Hi, I'm Dr. Catlin Tucker, and I wanted to answer a question or address a concern that I field a lot when I am in a training session with teachers. Often they're kind of wrestling with this transition from whole group teacher led instruction to small group differentiated instruction. And many teachers will kind of question the value of offering small group teacher led instruction. And whenever I get that concern or that question, it makes me wonder how many teachers are beginning their design work with pre assessments. Are we trying to assess what students already know about a concept or a skill that is going to be covered in a particular unit or sequence of lessons? The more we use pre assessment and diagnostic data to identify where are individual learners beginning in their learning journeys, the more it makes sense why it's really beneficial to have time to work with small groups. So, in a pre assessment, and this might take the form of a quiz, not to go in the grade book, but simply to give you a sense of what students already know about something. It could be an access prior knowledge activity where students are kind of accessing what they know about something and trying to share it with you. But the goal is to figure out where are different students starting, because learning is not like lining up for a race all at the same place. We're all beginning in different places, and we cannot design effectively for diverse groups of learners if we don't know where they're starting. So that pre-assessment really should drive our design work, and the pre-assessment data will often reveal that we have different groups of students starting in different places, and that's when it starts to make sense why we might want to use a model like the station rotation model to offer differentiated small group instruction or even needs-based instruction. So, for example, as an English teacher, I often gave a series of diagnostic grammar assessments at the beginning of the school year. I just wanted to know where were students starting in relation to some of these grammatical concepts. And the data was kind of shocking, right? So ninth and 10th grade, I had a group of students who did not even know their parts of speech. I had groups of students who were ready for things like sentence combining. And then I had groups of students who were ready for more sophisticated concepts like passive versus active voice. So for me, I would design a series of station rotations and group students based on need. So they would get totally different instruction based on what the pre-assessment or the diagnostic data was telling me about their specific needs. Now, sometimes the data will show that students have different levels of prior knowledge about a concept. They're in different stages of being able to apply a specific skill. And so in that case, we want to design lessons where we can really target that teacher-led instruction to students who are in kind of different places in terms of understanding concepts, being able to apply specific skills, because that will allow us to differentiate our instruction, differentiate any modeling sessions that need to happen. We can kind of decide how much scaffolding and support each group is going to need to understand a concept or apply a specific skill. And we have that opportunity. So if you've ever questioned, why would I use small group instruction? I would encourage you to think about how often are you actually collecting pre-assessment or diagnostic data to understand where students are beginning, because that data often reveals they're just in different places, they have different needs, they're going to need different levels of instruction, scaffolding, and support.